Hey there. Thank you so much for opting in. Um, Welcome to this presentation, Your Roofing Business in the Top 3 in Google in 3 months or less, guaranteed without paid ads. So, you know some of the benefits of your business being in the top 3 in Google: more leads from Google, more leads from Google My Business, more sales and more roofing jobs and the money that comes with those jobs, more of the life that money can buy, perceived authority and perceived expertise from customers and partner vendors from being at the top of Google, trust from customers, trust from prospective customers, because you're recommended by Google being at the top. Google's not going to recommend someone who is not a good business, and so people, myself included, you probably as well, have tremendous trust in Googling something and finding a provider, service provider or product provider at the top of Google, and more opportunities in general from being at the top of Google. People wanting to feed off your success, so to speak. Um, People want to advertise on your website. People are going to seek you out um, and want to do business with you, all because you're at the top of Google, and there's a potential opportunity for them to benefit by working with you. And success breeds success in this case. So you know the benefits now, and you're about to discover exactly how to get your roofing business into the top 3 in Google in 3 months or less, guaranteed, without paid ads. So before we get into all this, there is a slight disclaimer. To get into the 3-pack, the Google local listings, you'll see that here in a second. Your business is going to have to be within a certain radius of the city that you're targeting, and that's only for certain keywords. Like if we're looking for Los Angeles, or roofers in Los Angeles, or roofers in Atlanta, for that particular keyword, your business will need to be in a specific location. This doesn't apply to organic rankings as much. If your business is located in Atlanta and you're trying to get ranked for Seattle, it probably won't work. But for the most part, the organic rankings, which is the non-local listings and the non-paid listings on Google, that has a lot more leeway on where your actual business is located. So check this out from Googling roofers in Los Angeles. So you see a little highlight here. It shows just a very small area here. For whatever reason, that's what Google thinks Los Angeles is, the area. But you'll see that there's only a few, one review here and 15 reviews for the second person, 7 reviews in the third spot. So that's a very small radius. And so when you search, in contrast to that, when you search for roofers near me, then the map will show based on your location, the customer's location, the prospective customer's location. This gives you hope. If you're not in the exact radius that Google deems fit for the 3-pack, for those certain city-specific keywords and location-specific keywords. So check this out now. So when you Google roofers in Los Angeles, and then you click on view more listings, actually figure I'll go ahead and show you now. If you click on more businesses, then it actually opens up a much, much wider range here. Um, why it's not like that in the first place, Google knows. But that's how that works. When you click on more businesses, you'll see a much larger area. And again, this is all just for city-specific searches. So you see much bigger radius when you click on more businesses, and then so when you click on the second page of results, you'll notice that the area expands even more. And so that's kind of a slight disclaimer here. To get your business into certain 3-packs for certain cities, your business will have to be in there in a certain radius. But the good thing is, most of the time people will search for roofers near me, or they will search for roofers, and you can still get a significant number of calls from Google My Business and calls from Google and calls from your online marketing in general, without being in that certain area. But that's a slight disclaimer. If you're looking for ROI, return on investment, if you invest a certain amount of money in your online marketing and you get a certain back, that's the real thing. But If you're basing everything on rankings for certain keywords, then sometimes it's going to be a struggle. So that's key number one. You have to be in a certain radius for certain searches. You know, you can still be number one if the prospective customer is searching near you. And again, if you're searching for roofer near me, it's almost impossible to calculate accurately since, you know, customers search from all different kinds of places. And like I said, you can still get a significant number of leads, even if you aren't number one, even if you are not number one in the 3-pack of your main city's search term. All right, now on to key number 2 to get your business, to get your roofing business into the top 3 in Google in 3 months or less, guaranteed. So key number 2 is to make sure that you have all of your competitors' citations. Now, what a citation is in local SEO terms, it's a lot like a directory listing. It's found mostly on directory listings, but a citation is just a mention of your business's NAP, your name, address, and phone number. So I try to keep this jargon-free, but these things are important. So citations are generally found on directory listings, like I was saying, like Yelp and Yellow Pages and Angie's List, Merchant Circle, all those things. But they can also be found on local directories like your local Chamber of Commerce website or on local business directories for your city. They can even be found on, if you work with a partner vendor or if an insurance company recommends you or whatever, and they have a link on your website with your name, address, and phone number, your NAP can be found there as well. So you can use the tool on the page that you're looking right here to get a list of all of the citations that all of your competitors have, which is really valuable. So check this out. This is for a search in Atlanta. So I just picked a random business. New Image Roofing Contractors are number 14 when they search for roofers, and the search is based in Atlanta. So you'll see that they have 57 citations. The number 1 in the area has 303 citations. The number 2 has 27. Number 3 is 36. 412, 54. Number 6 has 208. Okay, so you see all the citations that all of your competitors have. Now, on this report that you can get, if you fill out the form at the bottom of this page, you can actually see, we call it a citations matrix. You can see all of the citations that all of your competitors have, and then you can just use it as a checklist and say, all right, we'll have YouTube. Let me make that. Let me get a local.yahoo.com. Let me get LinkedIn, Facebook, and then you see a crazy thing here. It says AccuWeather. Who would think to build a profile and get a citation on AccuWeather? And that's why this competitive research is so important, because you get to do as good as all of your competitors combined, which is very valuable. So you just use this as a checklist. Just go from top to bottom. One last thing here, you'll see here in the second column that it says authority. And so you just go from top to bottom because this is the most authoritative citations first. YouTube and local.yahoo.com are 99, LinkedIn's 98 authority. So that's how that works. So you can see all of your competitor citations, who has what their weaknesses are. Like I said, you can just use it as a checklist from top to bottom. You can even click on the green check mark and spy on your competitor's citation and see what they're doing on there. You can see what their about description is. You can see where their offers are. You can see what photos and videos they have. And that way, you can take what all of your competitors have done and do as much and as good as all of your competitors combined. So one final thing on getting all of your competitors' citations and directory listings. I think I already mentioned this. Highlighted AccuWeather.com and Psychology Today. Who would have thought to get those citations on for roofing business? And that's why it's important to do this competitive research once again. So everyone knows to get a Yelp. Everyone knows to get a Yelp listing. Everyone knows to get a Yellow Pages listing. But it's these subtle nuances from competitive research that separates you from your competitors, and it gives you authority and prominence in Google's eyes. So all right, on to key number 3, NAP consistency. So we talked about NAP is name, address, and phone number. So you learned what NAP is earlier. It's name, address, and phone number. So NAP consistency is making sure that your name, address, and phone number are 100% consistent across all of your citations. And this is critically important. Now, the reason why is because it helps alleviate one of Google's biggest fears, One of Google's biggest fears is that a searcher searches Google for something, say a restaurant to eat at or a business to go to. Maybe they're looking to buy some gifts for somebody and they search for a gift shop or whatever it happens to be. They're looking to go to a location and they use Google to find that location. So let's say that searcher finds a restaurant. They like it and they get directions there and they drive there. Then when they get there, the restaurant's closed or it's moved. Now that searcher says, Google, you led me wrong. I can't trust you. I'm going to use Yelp or Merchant Circle or something next time. And so they lose trust in Google. So Google deems it so that if a business has a map that is inconsistent across several citations, they don't want to show that result to their searchers. They don't want to show that business in their searchers because they might show the wrong address or something. So this even applies to all the same to businesses that serve customers at their own at the customer's location. Businesses like yours, like roofing businesses. So this applies to even to non-storefront businesses. Even if you don't show your address publicly, this still applies. Luckily, with the tool that you'll find on this page, you can also find out if and where your business has map inconsistencies across the web. So check this out. So on the report that you can get at the bottom of this page, or on this page, you can put your business name in there, and it's going to pull it up for you automatically, and you'll get this report, and it'll show you where the NAP errors are, and then it'll give you a list of all the citations that you have, and it'll show you where the NAP errors are, and then it's just a checklist again, top to bottom. Just go in there, log into the citations, log into the directory listings, make sure your NAP is 100% consistent. Yeah, just as simple as logging in and changing the data. All right. Key number 4 is to do organic SEO competitive research and implementation. These are all the greatest keys to getting your business, your roofing business, into the top 3 in Google and 3 months or less guaranteed. If you do these things, 3 months or less guaranteed, you'll be in the 3-pack. So, and then the top 3 in organic as well. So to do organic SEO competitive research and implementation. So the true key to SEO success and search engine marketing success is to model what's already working, what has already worked to get your competitors ranked number 1, 2, and 3. There are specific things that their website has. There's specific things that their citations has. There's a specific number of citations that they have. By reverse engineering what's already worked, the on-page stuff and the off-page stuff for the people who are 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, people who are ahead of you, by reverse engineering all that, that's the true key to SEO success. Everything else that someone says about SEO, they'll say you got to produce content, and you do, and you got to do stuff with your title tags, you got to put your keywords in your title tags, and you do. But the best thing to do is to base it off what's already working. And that's what you're about to learn right now. So again, you want to find out what's made the websites that are ranked 1, 2, and 3 different from the rest. And so here's 3 keys to doing just that. So you see here, this is when you Google roofers in Los Angeles. You'll see here that there's a couple of these results here. Now, I've got you'll see a 1, 2, and 3 on each of these things. And the 1 right there, you'll see roofing Los Angeles, roof repair Los Angeles, residential. Then on the number 2, you'll see modern roofing Los Angeles, expert roofing contractors in Los Angeles. We specialize in roof repair, commercial roofing, metal roofing, roof leak, And then number 3, you'll see their URL. So these are the 3 big pieces of the SERP, which stands for Search Engine Results Page. And again, I try and keep it jargon free, but these are some important terms to know for search engine marketing. So those are the 3 things: title tag, meta description, URL. So you want to take note of those 3 things from the top 10, around the top 10 organic competitors, and then make your own title tag, your own meta description. And for your homepage, your URL is going to be whatever it is. But for your inner pages, and your blog pages and things like that, then it helps to model your competitors. So notice the patterns, model those. So here's a valuable tool to make this really practical. So you want to look at organic SEO. So here's all that stuff done for you right here. This is for roofers in Los Angeles. Here you'll see this is the top 8 competitors. You'll see all their title tags. You'll see their meta descriptions and the URLs. So what I've done here is I've actually bolded some of the keywords here that were like of note to me during this SEO competitive research. And so what you'll see here is you'll see the title tag based on everything that I've seen here. The best title tags I could think of would be roofing contractor Los Angeles, roofer, and then business name. Now there is a certain, you'll see here a number on rows 2 and 3, you'll see the ... So there's a certain number of characters that Google allows for your title tag. And so you got to make sure it fits in that space. Same thing here for the meta description. There's a certain number of characters that you can use. And so, so after looking at all these, and like I said, I bolded the keywords that were of note to me. The best one that I saw was that I could think of, and was have a roof leak, need roof repairs or shingles replaced. We can help with just about any roofing problem. Call 555-555-5555 now for immediate assistance. You know, based on what I saw that was good, other marketing things to consider, and there's things that your specific business that you should consider as well. But based on what I saw, I think that would be a really good meta description that would help your business get into the top 3 in Google in 3 months or less, guaranteed. So you saw the top 8 organic competitors, and the title tags have helped get them ranked. The meta descriptions they have helped get them ranked, and their URLs. And like I said, the URLs aren't as important for your homepage as they are for your inner pages, like yourbusinessurl.com/how long does a roof last, with dashes in between each of those. And so you can download the spreadsheet and do this. You can download the spreadsheet and do this yourself on the page. It actually should say do this yourself. Okay, so you want to do this for all the keywords that you want to rank for. So we just did that for just roofers in Los Angeles. But if you also wanted to rank for roof repair Los Angeles, or shingles replacement Los Angeles, or shingles replacement Seattle, or shingles replacement Atlanta, you want to do the exact same process. Find the top 8, top 10 competitors. Find out what's already got them ranked, at least on the SERPs. We're about to go a little bit deeper into this, but find out what's already got them ranked. Make your and model that, and then for every single keyword you want to rank for, you want to find out what's already got people ranked, and then reverse engineer that. It's putting in the work to get it done, and it'll be immensely profitable and immensely valuable for you. So that was just for roofers in Los Angeles. Again, like I said, if you want to rank for those other keywords, you want to do the same process over again. It doesn't take that long, and plus you'll be doing proven SEO. If you do SEO the way that you're learning right now, you'll be light years ahead of everyone else. Everyone else is doing guesswork, going, well, you should have these keywords in there, and you should produce this kind of content. But what really matters is what's already worked. So, doing this, you'll have you get to cut through all the jargon, you get to cut through all the smoke and the misinformation in the SEO industry, and you get to just focus on what works, and get real results. So the next part of organic SEO competitive research is what I call the ideal post, page, and content mix. So, so what you do here is, again, look at those top 8, top 10 sites, and then see what pages and posts they have on their website. So you saw the SERP data, the title tags, the meta descriptions, and the URLs. The next thing is what's actually going on the website. That first part was just what they call SEO metadata. This next part is what's going on the actual website that got them ranked. So what content's on that page? What questions have they answered in advance for the prospective customers? What certifications and credentials are they promoting? What offers are they making? All these things you'll want to at least take a note of and consider putting on your own website. Again, let's make this practical. So there's another tool here, a link for you on the page. You can just take this and go through you or your team can just take this and go through your top competitors and lay out what pages they have. on their website, and make sure that you have, at least that page or something similar or something better on your website. So you see Modern Roofing here. This is in Los Angeles. They got a home, about us page, resources page, services, service areas, galleries. You'll see J&J Roofing has home, that our company, which is like an about page, free quote page, customer service page, and on and on. So you want to make sure that you have something comparable or something better than all this, than all these pages, because that's what Google thinks is the most relevant and valuable results for their searchers. So you don't want to fight Google. You just want to model what Google already thinks is best. So the titles of the pages are good, but what really adds value here is what content's on the page. So, I'm looking here at Modern Roofing. You'll see that why should you choose Modern Roofing? Fully insured, licensed and certified, expert roof repair, always inspected by a project manager and the owner. So you want to make sure that you have something similar or comparable or better than all this on your website. So Google, the only way they can tell what a website's about, or what if a website is relevant to a search or whatever, is with the content on the page. So you want to have as much content as possible without overwhelming your readers. You want Google to be able to tell this is a no offense, but Google's a bunch of nerds, and they want to make sure that that everything's covered, and they got as much content and reading material as possible for the customers. And I'm a nerd, so I can say that about Google. But they come from college, and they want lots and lots of keywords, lots and lots of content, lots and lots of stuff to read and choose from. So Google values lots and lots of content. So you want to make sure you comply with that. So more is more in this case, not more is less. So and again, you want to come through all these websites and web pages, and make sure that your page has similar or better content. And you get lots of good ideas from it. Modeling the competitors that are doing well in your area is a great idea in all ways. So a small bonus here that's not necessarily included in the competitive research is to create content that answers questions that are already being searched for often. So again, you can download a spreadsheet of all those questions on this page. This is a preview. So you'll see here, this is the most highly searched questions regarding roofing. So you'll see here that on row 2 it says how to install metal roofing. I heard just recently someone said a great quote. He said, "A educated prospect becomes a customer." So the more that you can educate your prospects and your prospective customers, the more likely that they're going to see you as an authority. They're going to see you as someone who they can trust, someone who's competent, possibly even someone who's likable and who they want to do business with. So the more you can educate your customers and your prospective customers, the better off you're going to be. So you see here, how to install metal roofing. 6,600 people per month are searching for how to install metal roofing. Row number 3 is how long does a roof last? 5,400 people a month are searching for that. How much does a new roof cost, et cetera, et cetera. You don't have to mention your cost. You can actually just say, you want, getting a new roof does not cost. It actually pays. You can say whatever you want, and then send them to either call you or get a free quote. So actually, row number 7 says, why does the roof of my mouth hurt? You probably don't want to produce that content, but it's not really relevant. But anyway, this was a slight bonus. This will actually help you out greatly in your SEO, in getting your business into getting your roofing business into the top 3 in Google in 3 months or less guaranteed. And so also don't be intimidated by me saying that you have to produce the content yourself. You actually don't have to do it. There are many talented writers out there who want to work with you, who want to produce this content for you. There's many talented video producers. I can hook you up with all of them. I can help you out with all this. And you can just Google it yourself. You can just say, you can literally Google, I need content. I need content written for me. If you Google that, you will find some great options. And so now the final part of the organic SEO competitive analysis and implementation is backlink analysis. So again, same thing, you can Google, how do I find my competitors' backlinks? And you'll find loads and loads of software that's going to help you get your competitors' backlinks. Some like vanilla, some like chocolate, so there's almost no wrong answer when it comes to that software. Some good choices are Moz.com, Ahrefs.com, Semrush.com, so onward. So you want to get all your competitors' backlinks onto one spreadsheet like the following. So you'll see here that we have all competitor backlinks here on the bottom left. You'll see that tab, and now it's you'll see all competitor backlinks on the tab. You'll see Mar Vista Roofing as a tab, LA Top Roofing, Joe Roofing, all that is at the bottom. So you want to get all of your competitors' backlinks and then get them all under one tab, all in one tab, and then sort it by domain rating. So you know, more jargon, but domain rating basically just means how trustworthy is the website as a whole. How trustworthy is it to Google? That's in the story there. So you'll see here Wendy Clark's on fxoj.wixsite.com. Looks like that's one website that actually might be that actually might be Central Roof's website himself. But anyway, you want to come through these and get there. So do you have a Better Business Bureau.org website? Modern Roofing, Job, and Builtwell do. So three of the top 8 do. So you'll definitely want to make sure you get a Better Business Bureau website. You'll see MapQuest.com. Modern Roofing has a link on MapQuest.com. LA Times, LATimesBlogs.com. LATimes.com has a looks like Job Roofing has a link there. Homestead.com, that Modern Roofing has some links there. So you just want to use the big compiled list of your competitors' backlinks. You want to use that as a checklist. Go from the top to bottom of the domain ratings and get all the links that you can from these places. Oftentimes, it's just going to be like building a citation. All you're going to be doing, like for MapQuest, is just building a profile on there and making sure that you have a link there. Now, for the LA Times and for LA Times blogs, you're actually going to need content. You'll need content for their blog, for their readers, and then you will, at the very end of that blog post for them, you'll be able to link your own website and say, hey, this blog post was written by XYZ Roofing Company. And so that's how that works. That's the main thing. Also, I mean, really, to build links, you'll need two big things. You'll need that content like we just talked about, and you also need a relationship with the site owner. Hopefully, you don't want to produce content for them one time. If you could get multiple links from that same website owner, that would be wonderful. So again, just use that as a checklist and build those backlinks. I already talked about sometimes it's just like a citation. You just got to create a profile on the site. Then we already talked about this as well. Sometimes you'll need content and a relationship with those business owners and the website owners, rather. So another cool one I saw here was selfgrowth.com. This is looks like it was Builtwell Roofing. Actually got a link on here, which is pretty cool. So you'll need content to build those backlinks, content for their websites, what I talked about, and then relationships with those site owners. All right, on to key number 5. Key number 5 is to get your on-page SEO right. So there's 2 parts to on-page SEO, and I've already kind of set myself up here for a contradiction. But number 1 is technical and detailed stuff. This is what you call on-site SEO. That's things like page speed. Do you have a robots.txt file? Do you have an XML sitemap? All that stuff. That's nerd stuff. So you'll see here, same thing on this page. You'll see a way to get these reports for your own business and find out. And again, we just use it as a checklist. If this page load speed was bad or was a red, you'd want to go to your website developer and say, hey, I need faster load speed. And then they'll do it. More nerd stuff to do with that. If the robots.txt was a red, again, you'd want to go to your web developer and say, hey, I need a robots.txt, etc. Same thing here. It's going to give you a checklist of top to bottom. Just follow the checklist. So then there's also on-page SEO, and for each individual page that you want to rank in the SERPs for your keywords, you'll want to use a simple WordPress plugin called Yoast SEO. If you use WordPress, that's going to be it's going to make this really easier. If you're not using WordPress, then there's another way to do it. Just message me, and then I'll take a look at it for you and help you out. But all you have to do is follow their guide, and then you just get the green lights. It has these little green lights here. So so like it starts off, all the lights start off red, and then you'll see here the copy score scores 50.4 in the Flesch reading test, which is considered fairly difficult to read. So you want to make shorter sentences to improve readability. So make shorter sentences. Then you get a green light. You'll see that this light right here says the text contains 764 words, which is more than the 300 word recommended minimum. So you'll see here, actually on the previous page, you'll see here, did I include it? I did not include it, but so an SEO error is having what they call thin content, which is only a few words on a page. So another one of the green lights is the focus keyword appears in the URL for this page. And so I can go on and on, but basically you just want to, these are just little bitty goals, little bitty targets for you to achieve. And you want to make sure that you just get those, just follow the guide, and then you'll get it. So there's also another section in that Yoast SEO plugin. It's called readability. It'll make your page look awesome. So so that's that. Now the very final thing regarding getting and keeping your business #1 in Google, or in the top 3, which by the way, if you do all these things on a regular basis, we talked about getting all of your competitor citations, making sure that your NAP is consistent, staying up to date on the organic SEO competitive analysis. If you do all these things, not only will you get in the top 3 in Google, you'll stay in the top 3 in Google, because you're basing everything on what's already working, what's already got those businesses and those websites into the top 3. So so this is actually a long-term strategy. So the very final thing is to do something that I like to call performance to plan. I got this from working at the last place I worked with. It's so much better than than most forms of quote unquote goal setting. This is more of goal setting and goal achieving. So it's where you set a goal, usually on a monthly basis, and then at the end of the month, you actually report on what you actually got. So most people, well, a lot of people, most people don't even set goals, but some people set goals, and then and that's it. They set a goal and they go. If they didn't achieve it, that's all fine and dandy. But where most people miss it is they set a goal and they don't check on, or they don't report on if they actually got it or not. And that's what makes this system so awesome. You actually report on what you got. So again, to make this practical, you can use this spreadsheet template. So start off with the first column is metrics. So you got your calls and leads from the internet, row number 2. Number 3 is your calls from Google My Business. Number 4 is clicks from Google My Business. Number 5 is impressions on Google My Business, and on and on and on. So what you do is column B is goal for July. So you set a goal. And then C is what's your actual for July. So what you actually get. And then column D is your difference. What was the difference between your goal and the actual, and then why? You want to do the same thing for August. What's your goal? What you actually get? What's the difference? And then when you reflect on the difference and on why, you're going to make significant progress each and every month. And so that's that. Now, another thing is you want to make sure that you have at least one thing to do to improve those metrics. So, this is just a few. I said fill in the rest of your metrics below. You'll get a spreadsheet here just on this page, but you want to make sure you know what's one thing you can do, and at the very least one thing, to get another call from Google My Business, or to get clicks, or to get impressions, or to get traffic. Again, how can you get more traffic from search? What's one thing you can do to get more traffic from search? What's one thing you can do to get more traffic from social media? And so you'll want to make sure you have at least one thing to do for those things. If you Google, you see a trend here, if you Google how to improve XYZ metric, you'll find some actions that you can take to do just that. So that's among the real keys to success in online marketing here, and getting your roofing business in the top 3 in Google in 3 months or less guaranteed, is make sure that you're actually doing things that improve measurable results. So find the measurable results that you want to improve, and then do everything you can to improve them. Results rule. So there's a few final things here that I didn't cover. I'm not going to cover in this specific presentation. There's more to come. Stay tuned here in the Roofer SEM. But for the absolute best results, you want a complete and holistic online and offline strategy that leads to a complete and holistic online and offline strategy that leads to the best results. Success breeds success in this case. So you learned about getting some traffic from search by creating and promoting content that's already getting search queries every month. That's those questions like how to install metal roofing, or how long does a roof last, those kind of things. But to speed up these results even more is to incorporate social media marketing in there, email marketing, paid ads, and even working with your partner vendors or working with affiliates. When you have everything going for you that you can possibly have going for you, that's where you'll get the best results. So long story short, promote your content on social media and to your email list, while also doing the search engine marketing strategies that you've learned here, and then also doing paid ads. Those 4 channels there, working with a highly converting website, that's going to get you, that's going to maximize the number of leads that you get from your online marketing. It's going to maximize your ROI, and you're going to be very successful in online marketing. So that's the end of the presentation. I hope you got tremendous value from this presentation. And now you know everything you need to know to get your roofing business into the top 3 in Google in 3 months or less guaranteed. And you also have the tools and the resources and the checklist to make it happen. So now all you have to do is take action. Do something. Do anything. Get started. And get started today, or at least tomorrow. So I just want to say thank you so much for coming to the end of this presentation. I wanted to extend to you a special offer here. If you want to talk with me personally and go over this plan for your business specifically, and talk about how it can be implemented in the best way, and possibly even have me and my team do it for you, then at the bottom of this page, there's going to be a calendar section where you can pick a time that works for you, a date and a time that works for you. It's going to be a short form for you to fill out, very short form, and then click submit, and then we'll make sure that you succeed in this. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you got a ton of value here, and to your success.